How does a narcissist respond to no contact? Hence, you've made the right decision by implementing the no contact rule. Now, you may be curious about the aftermath for the narcissist once all communication is severed. Are they crumbling in your absence? Have they even taken notice of your departure? Is it conceivable that they've completely dismissed your presence? These are the aspects we'll delve into in this video. It's great to reconnect with you, and I sincerely hope that all of you are thriving. In today's video, we'll be exploring what unfolds for the narcissist when you initiate the no contact approach. Your choice to maintain distance is commendable, especially considering the toxicity of the individual involved. It's the most prudent course of action when someone continuously demands things from you that you simply cannot provide, and they take possession of your well-being. Therefore, going no contact is the best decision you could make. However, as your thoughts may wander, you might find yourself pondering, what are their actual thoughts? What is happening to them? I aim to discuss these questions exclusively with you, my friends. Indeed, the narcissist bears significant wounds from past abandonment, and let's dive into the technical aspects. Their harmful conduct is rooted in this history, a response to their inability to cope with being left behind, an experience etched in their formative years. To prevent a recurrence of this emotional turmoil, they go to great lengths, even resorting to infidelity and seeking alternative sources of supply before ever contemplating ending a relationship with you. Establishing a genuine emotional connection proves elusive for them. The assurance that you pose no threat and won't inflict harm escapes their comprehension. Demonstrating vulnerability is beyond their capacity, a prospect they find intolerable. These individuals lack the capability, my friends. The sheer terror of exposing vulnerability has driven them to avoid it, as they perceive emotional expression as a glaring weakness. From early on, they've meticulously maintained emotional distance, both from others and themselves, employing it as a defense mechanism cultivated through their painful upbringing. Their expertise lies in this emotional detachment, a strategy developed to shield themselves from recurring pain. While trauma often induces emotional withdrawal to safeguard against future distress, narcissists approach this in a distinctive, subterranean manner. Whatever the cause, they've adopted this method due to profound childhood scars, rendering them seemingly unreachable on that profound level. Exercising control over the situation is your proactive stance when implementing no contact. It's essential to recognize that narcissists, who thrive on maintaining a sense of control, will find this measure displeasing. Manipulating others is their modus operandi, driven by an insatiable need for dominance. Their favorite tactic involves responding to assertiveness and avoiding eye contact. What occurs within them in response? Emotions are stirred, prompting their coping mechanism of diverting attention. Consequently, they may initiate contact with past partners, explore new connections, or turn to social media and dating services, all in pursuit of validation. Experiencing abandonment is a profound wound for them, leading them to persistently seek reconnection. While they may persist in their efforts, you possess the power to gracefully decline and communicate your dissatisfaction. Once you've asserted your authority and firmly declared no more, they struggle to cope with this shift. It triggers a reaction in them, prompting a search for alternative ways to mend the damage inflicted on their egos. Whether seeking new participants, identifying fresh sources of supply, or reconnecting with existing ones, they engage in these efforts. Maintaining no contact becomes imperative because any outreach to you is solely for validation, driven by a self-serving motive. Despite their attempts to contact you, understanding that it's transactional, devoid of genuine love or acknowledgement of their mistakes, is crucial. By resisting their requests, you refrain from unwittingly providing them with the validation they seek, recognizing that their primary objective is acquiring supplies and securing your approval, a vital necessity for them. It's undeniable that the narcissist is currently going through a tough time. When individuals feel down about themselves, they might resort to destructive behaviors in an attempt to uplift their mood. Substance abuse or alcohol dependency may become their coping mechanisms. In their desperation, they might reach out to you unexpectedly, expressing their inability to live without you or even contemplating suicidal thoughts. In such instances, there might be an urge to respond to them. They could resort to contacting you through various means, including phone calls or text messages, delivering unpleasant messages, making fun of you, or exhibiting intense anger. The root cause of this reaction is your assumption of control, a concept they find utterly incomprehensible. The need to maintain dominance is paramount for them, as it allows them to exude self-assurance only when in control, certain of the outcome, and facing a predictable future. It's a source of power and control that, when taken away, leaves them feeling truly overwhelmed. It is crucial to maintain no contact with the narcissist, regardless of their attempts to reconnect. Otherwise, they will retaliate for the distress you've caused them. Responding to any communication from them may result in financial repercussions. The narcissist is struggling to cope with your lack of contact, possibly monitoring you online and closely observing your activities. Be cautious, especially if your life is extensively documented on social media, as even after blocking, they might use fake accounts to keep tabs. Their actions are not driven by remorse, but rather by a desire to gather information about you and seek revenge. Avoiding communication distresses them, and they may not fully comprehend it, but they are aware that you've caused them suffering, prompting them to seek retribution in various ways. The way they present themselves may signal an impending confrontation. The things they say could be hurtful or malicious, putting you in a challenging or emotionally distressing position. It's essential to maintain no contact. Take precautions to avoid physical interactions, especially if there are shared assets or children involved. Set clear boundaries and refrain from sharing emotionally charged personal details. When they inquire about your well-being, keep your responses simple, avoiding oversharing. Respond with a brief "Yep, I'm good," and remain silent on the subject. Refrain from asking about them, as they may use any information to manipulate the situation in their favor and attempt to reconcile. Hence, it's crucial to be attentive to their behavior, resembling more of a business transaction or meeting. Approach your conversations with them in a business-like manner. Be perceptive of the current situation, recognizing their discomfort with limited or no interaction. This demands mental agility and intelligence. The key is not to view it as a mental game, as they've played this scenario multiple times. Instead, exercise intelligence in handling the situation, understanding that their intentions, whether good or bad, revolve around seeking attention, acknowledgement, and confirmation from you is essential. They are aware of their impact on you and are trying to rekindle past affection. Despite your possible fatigue, they may not comprehend it. They hope that if you grant them access, the cycle will continue. The choice to decline is yours. Therefore, consider this video as a reminder that you have the power to say no and steadfastly resist any form of interaction. The remedy is effective in clearing your mind, providing clarity to process events, overcome emotional barriers, and eliminate toxic hormones like cortisol and adrenaline from your body. It's crucial to acknowledge that this individual won't undergo a transformation merely because you've implemented no contact. Pondering a potential reconnection could lead to lasting harm. If you've opted for no contact, commit wholeheartedly. Initial attempts might face challenges, but persist. Build confidence to assert a firm no. Anticipate their discomfort. They won't handle it well. Despite their attempts to reach out, muster the courage to declare it's enough. Declare your commitment to personal growth and distance from such actions. These are the appropriate steps. For personalized consultations, refer to the information below. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for future videos.